So good morning.
Good morning, Anne Marie.
Oh, so grateful to be here with you.
Absolutely.
So it's we're doing a Course in Miracles workbook for students, and today is lesson 3.
hmm
And when will your book arrive, Kelly?
I was looking at that yesterday, and yes, I've got a totally different one coming, but I believe it is the same thing. It's just the new updated version, but it does have two authors um, that are
Okay,
different. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. And
we'll see
uh,
how that goes.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes in used bookstores, these turn up. Um,
yeah. Fair
who
enough.
knows why, but they do. It's a big book, and maybe it's just a little bulky or whatever. So
Yeah.
people go, "I'm not reading that." So yeah. Anyway, so we'll see how it goes, and we'll figure it out next week.
All right.
All right, lesson 3. So what applies for the first lessons is that I'm going to read that again. Where was it? Each of the first 3 lessons should not be done more than twice each day, preferably morning and evening. And lucky for us, it's morning. Nor should they be attempted for more than a minute or so, unless that entails a sense of hurry. A comfortable sense of leisure is essential. So, having said that, lesson 3 is I do not understand anything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place. So I'm assuming that means you start in this room, then you go to the street, then you go to the window, or whatever. Or maybe that's just options to use this lesson. I do not understand anything I see in this room. Number 1, apply this idea in the same way as the previous ones without making distinctions of any kind. Whatever you see becomes a proper subject for applying the idea. Be sure that you do not question the suitability of anything for application of the idea. These are not exercises in judgment. Anything is suitable if you see it. Some of the things you may see have emotionally charged meaning for you. Try to lay such feelings aside and merely use these things exactly as you would anything else. Number 2, the point of the exercises is to help you clear your mind of all past associations, to see things exactly as they appear to you now, and to realize how little you really understand about them. It is therefore essential that you keep a perfectly open mind, unhampered by judgment, in selecting the things to which the idea for the day is to be applied. For this purpose, one thing is like another, equally suitable and therefore equally useful. So, what we're trying to do then is clear our mind of all past associations. Oh, I see my internet is unstable. Can you see me
I
okay?
Yes, I can see you, no problem, but I lost you after equally.
Um, equally, really? The reading. Oh my goodness. For this purpose, one thing is like another, equally suitable and therefore equally useful.
Okay.
So the point of the exercises, I'm just rereading the first line in number 2. The point of the exercises is to help you clear your mind of all past associations.
hmm
So it's kind of like what I said in lessons 1 and 2, is that we kind of look at things and we judge them so we don't use them,
hmm
or they have meaning to us. Oh wait, I really like this artwork, so I'm going to choose that or whatever. So
Yeah.
um it's so they just call it past associations, where if I've said, well, we've kind of judged it. I like my water canister, and or whatever, right?
Right,
We don't really
exactly.
know until we become aware of what we're thinking when we choose these particular items.
Yep.
Okay, I do not understand anything I see in this room. So, what do you see in your room?
I see a little heart-shaped salt tea light holder that my daughter gave me for Christmas. So I do not understand anything about that.
Right?
I see the iron that I just bought from Canadian Tire because the last one I was using just completely stopped working. So I certainly don't understand anything about that. And now I see my label maker, and I don't understand anything about that label maker. And probably I don't understand anything about the 100 bottles of nail polish I'm also looking at, which I don't use anymore. But yes.
Interesting. So you're in your office, home office
Yes.
or home studio.
Yeah, it's my home office now because I'm not working out of the studio anymore. I mean, I'm not working out of the home office anymore. I've moved to Orchard Plaza.
Yeah, where I saw
Yeah.
you the other day.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Okay, well, isn't it funny how we're becoming aware of the attachments of the things that we've chosen?
Mm-hmm.
So when it's light out, because at this, it's 4:45 in the morning, so it's not
Mm-hmm.
quite light out yet. Um, so when it's light out, we can go look outside, like on the street from this window in this place, and use some of the items that are outside for the evening session,
Yeah.
and
Now,
then
do
check in.
we
So
do we necessarily have to see it? Because I realize my
are we frozen?
or the stars or the moon. There's
I
a
do
good
not
one.
understand anything I see in this room, so you have to see
Okay.
it.
Okay, gotcha. You have to make that attachment then with your brain.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then recognize that you're um, to help you clear your mind of all past associations, like your
Mm-hmm.
iron's not working and your daughter gave you this and nail polish
Mm-hmm.
that you don't even use.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so of course I'm looking at the same thing. So let's hope we don't do this for 100 days, right? I am, I do not understand the my Brazilian student brought me a little doll. I don't know if it's heavy. It's got kind of a big bottom, so it's kind of cute. It has a black face, right? We don't
Mm-hmm.
quite often have black faces here, so
Right.
I do not understand anything. I do not understand this doll. I could show you too if you want. I do not understand my circle of friends bowl over here. I do not understand the big pillow I have at the end of my couch that I watch TV or YouTube when I do it. I do not understand my fake Tiffany lamp in the corner over there. I do not understand the box that this German game came in that my German students' parents shipped for Christmas. Do I know I can't? We're going to play this weekend probably. I do not understand. You can see my, where is it? It's so weird trying to do this
Your
backwards.
chakra
My chakra poster.
poster. Mm-hmm.
I do not understand my dog's food right here. So yeah, it's funny. You just sort of look at. There's lots to be aware of. That's what I've noticed is all of a
Yeah.
sudden there's a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly. And how we've gone through this basically 3 times over 3 days and picked out completely different things because
Yeah.
our lives are full of things.
Yes. And it feels it's funny. I've been feeling like the need to get rid of things, and I have a really hard time with some things to really get rid of.
Yeah.
So I'm full of stuff.
Yeah.
And like my cousins in Australia gave me this
Mhm.
mask. I just
Yeah.
happened to look at it in a store and really like it. And,
Yeah.
they gave it to me before I came home. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm attached.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything, but it's attached. It's
Yeah.
interesting and stuff, but can't get rid of that.
No. You just stay in neutrality about it. It can stay right there.
It can stay right there. It's not in the
You
way.
don't
It's
have to.
nothing to dust.
That's right. You can remove the attachment without re removing it from your home.
Right. Right. I mean, I've lived through a house fire, so I mean, when your things are gone, your things are gone. So you would think, again, it appears I'm judging that. Um, oh, now it says
That's
my
okay. You're back.
connection is unstable. Did I glitch out there?
Yep, that's okay, but you're back.
Okay. Yesterday I restarted my computer. So I think every morning
Mhm.
I will just turn my computer off at night and then restart it in the morning. So that
Mhm.
should fix that, hopefully. Because even yesterday, I restarted my computer in the morning, and then like 3 hours later, there's a Windows update.
Of
Weird.
course. Yeah,
Of
that's what
course,
happens
right?
every time you turn something off.
Yeah.
Now
So weird.
you went away just when you were talking about a house fire, and I've been
Oh,
thinking about, these first 3 things. If you have that solid in your mind, if something tragic like that happens, it must ease the sting a little bit.
well, the decision's made for you. I lost most of my stuff. My fun one
Yeah,
piece ski suits that I wore for years, and they were out of style, but they worked, and I liked them. I was always warm. Were just melted
yeah.
messes. And my
Oh,
Stairmaster,
you had a
which you wouldn't
fire.
think would melt, just like a lot of the components just sort of shriveled up and stuff. And um, yeah, the keepsake dishes that my parents had. My mom had a Royal Albert pattern called Forget Me Not, and we basically
Oh,
broke the
the little
wind.
blue purple flowers?
Yes, and we
Wow.
broke the window in my parents' kitchen because you
Mhm.
can't keep dishes. Their integrity is gone because the house gets so hot,
Mm,
right? So you could be just
right.
eating your dinner and the plate could just
And they
well, I don't know about
disintegrate.
spontaneously, but it would shatter or whatever. So they
Yeah,
pitch this stuff out the window into the dumpster and you're just cringing. And my grandma had a
right.
different pattern, Royal Albert, called Plum Blossom, which is a little bit hideous in today's standard because the whole plate kind of is pink. It's this pink in the middle and pink all around the edges and whatever. But it was
Okay.
still like, ouch, just
Yeah,
pitching it in a
yeah.
dumpster. So
Mhm.
your clothes, all my evening gowns. I had some really fun evening gowns that just melted and whatever. So yeah.
Wow. How long ago was that?
Um, Close to 20 years ago, maybe even more now.
Wow.
My dad died at 97, and that was about 8 years ago.
Mhm.
So yeah, so 8 and 12. So that's yeah, about 20 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate, eh?
Yeah, yeah. But it's just reading these brings awareness to all the things that I have some oils here. They're feeling oils like harmony and joy and um, gratitude and a variety of other things. I haven't opened them in years. And I just think, wow, I
Right.
spent a lot of money on that. I'm not going to throw it out, but they have expiry dates, and I don't even know if that those are required, like if that actually even matters, because we know sometimes expiry dates are put
Yes.
on just to
Arbitrary.
cover your ass, not that the product's gone bad, right?
Totally. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think I'll just stop the recording here.
Mhm.
Thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next week.